Are you a Medicare agent that has truly branded yourself to be ready to maximize your sales during after AEP? Here at Gordon Marketing, we want to make sure that, we have many Medicare agents, and we want to make sure that they're thinking about maximizing their sales after AEP and using this time to, get all the Medicare sales they can, but then afterwards, making sure that their clients know that they can help them out with other areas.
Well, you really take me back a little bit, Steve. I remember my health insurance days when the open enrollment would hit. You're hustling around, trying to cram in as many health insurance sales as possible, and it really becomes very apparent quickly that if you're not well organized and things aren't top of mind, then it's going to be difficult to capitalize on all the opportunities in front of you, and some stuff's probably going to slip through the cracks. But ultimately, you could lose clients because if you're not talking about those things, then somebody else is. So what kind of tips would you have for an advisor out there that's selling Medicare during AEP, but wants to sell that nice annuity case or maybe a nice life case afterwards, but yet they can't talk about it right now and all that? So what are some things we could do?
Well, first thing that comes to mind is, you have to be AEP compliant. So you have to kind of be careful of how your messaging is, and maybe updating it from being just an insurance agent to being a retirement specialist or a retirement planner. Something that kind of right up front lets them know that I'm not just here for Medicare. I can help you out with a lot of different areas in retirement.
Right. And so one of the things that comes to my mind pretty quickly is we have our cross-selling form, right? If you're an advisor out there and you need that, by all means, reach out to one of us here at Gordon Marketing, especially Steve, and we can get that sent over to you. But it's a nice leave behind where you're kind of priming the pump to come back later. You're putting some thoughts in their heads, and then you're going to be intentional about scheduling a time later to come back and pick up on those other talking points, right?
Yeah, definitely. And having that leave behind as just an educational one, letting them know that there's other areas that you can help them out with is a great way of, making sure that they know what other options that they have. Because Medicare is just not the only, vehicle or something that they're going to deal with during their retirement.
Right.
Another thing I guess comes to mind is just scheduling or being able to post-schedule an appointment after AP, excuse me. And it could be something along the lines of just getting an okay for you to reach back out to your client after AEP to go over some other topics. Because you're not allowed to specifically talk about anything during AEP other than Medicare stuff, but you can at least get the okay that it's okay for me to follow back up with you, the client, about going over some other topics. And so you're kind of scheduling something during AEP for something afterwards without, setting anything in stone, but just getting permission.
Okay. So what kind of things from maybe a branding standpoint, social media, tools that an advisor might be able to use that not just directly in front of the client, they could be engaging as well, Steve?
And it could be something as simple as just their website. If you have your own website, making sure that you have listed all the different areas you can help out with: life insurance, annuities, 401k rollovers, could be Roth conversions, updating that stuff on your social media, your website. You could even do, a monthly newsletter that kind of highlights some of those different areas as well. Just being able to keep top of mind, and that could be something you could use year round as well.
Would you also agree, Steve, that they don't have to be the expert in these areas? They just simply have to bring the opportunity over to Gordon Marketing, whether it's on the life side with myself and Troy and Jim, or on the annuity side with you and Tim and your team, and we could do the heavy lifting for them.
Yeah, I know it's a message that we try to get across often is lean on us. Lean on Paul and Troy and Jim. Lean on Tim or me or Cody. We want to make sure that, that we're the experts in this area. You don't have to be, and we can help you out with all the case design, any of the prep work before the appointment, after the appointment, getting all the applications done. Just lean on us. We'll help you out with that. But with that, on behalf of Paul and I, we hope that you have a great AEP and hope this branding helps you out, and happy selling.